Good morning students. Today we will start chapter 3 Delhi Sultans of history section. We have completed already 2 chapters of history and now we have the page number 30. Okay. Let us read the first paragraph. Delhi Sultans. So here we are going to talk about Sultans of Delhi. Now what is the meaning of sultans? Sultan means a Muslim ruler. The rulers who are coming from Muslim community. In chapter 2 we saw that regions like the Kaveri Delta became the center of large kingdoms. Now in previous chapter we saw that Kaveri Delta had become the center of the large and big kingdoms. Did you notice that there was no mention of a kingdom with Delhi as its capital? You must have noticed that you have not seen Delhi as its capital, and you will not see any kind of description of Delhi. That was because Delhi became an important city only in the 12th century. Now in 12th century, Delhi had become the main city, an important city. Now here on the page number 31 you will see the table. The rulers of Delhi. Now there were many rulers of Delhi, so you can see here, and the types of dynasties also you can see types of dynasties. So Rajput dynasties, here we have the first one, Tomras, then we have Anangapala, Chauhans, Prithviraj Chauhan. So these are the Rajput dynasties we are talking about, and you can see the time duration of this dynasty, early 12th century, 1165. Okay, now next we have early Turkish rulers. So their time duration was 1206 to 1290. Here you can see Qutbuddin Aybak. His time duration is 1206 to 1210. Then you have Shamsuddin Iltutmish, 1210 to 1236. Razia next. Her timings is 1236 to 1240. Then you have Ghiyasuddin Balban. His timing is 1266 to 1287. Then you have Khalji dynasty. So here you can see their rulership was since 1290 to 1320. Under this dynasty you can see the names Jalaluddin Khalji and Alauddin Khalji. Then you have Tughlaq dynasty. The timings of this dynasty is from 1320 to 1414. And under this dynasty, the main kings or the rulers, Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq, Muhammad Tughlaq, Firuz Shah Tughlaq. So these are the names given and their time of ruling the kingdom. Then you have is Sayyid dynasty from 1414 to 1451. Khizr Khan, his timing, and he comes under Sayyid dynasty. His timings were since 1414 to 1421. Then you have Lodi dynasty, and under this dynasty we have Bahlul Lodi. His timings were since 1451 to 1489. So this is the important table that you can you have to keep in your mind, and it's the timings, the duration they have given here, and the names of rulers of Delhi given, and types of dynasties they have given. So these are the major points. So kindly read it with peaceful mind and try to remember. Okay. Now let us come back to the page number 30. We have read the entire table 1. Take a look at table 1. Delhi first became the capital of a kingdom. It had become the capital of the kingdom, Delhi, under the Tomra Rajputs. Now see, when Tomra Rajputs were ruling the region at that time, Delhi had become the capital of the kingdom, who were defeated in the middle of the 12th century. किसको हराया गया? किसको? तोमारा राजपूत को हराया गया बाय चौहान्स ऑफ अजमेर. अजमेर के चौहान्स जो थे उन्होंने हरा दिया राजपूत को, तोमरा राजपूत को हरा दिया. It was under the Tomras and Chauhans that Delhi became an important commercial center. Now see, because of Tomras and Chauhans, the Delhi had become the important commercial center. Many rich Jain merchants lived in the city. अब Jain rich merchant जो थे, जो व्यापारी थे, वो वहाँ पे आके रहने लगे. And constructed several temples. उन्होंने बहुत सारे temples बना दिए. Coins minted here called Dehliwal had a wide circulation. Now see, minted, that means what? कि वहाँ duplication of coins happened to begin. वहाँ पे duplicate coins बनना शुरू हो गया. उसको क्या बोला जाता था? Dehliwal. और उसका circulation भी बहुत बढ़ गया. The transformation of Delhi into capital that controlled vast areas of the subcontinent started with the foundation of the Delhi Sultanate in the beginning of the 13th century. अब 13th century के beginning में क्या हुआ? दिल्ली का ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन हुआ कैपिटल में, और वो चीज ने बहुत सारे एरिया को कंट्रोल में ला दिया. Take a look at table 1 again and identify the 5 dynasties that together made the Delhi सल्तनत. अब यहाँ पे बहुत सारी डायनेस्टी जो दी हुई है, उसमें से 5 डायनेस्टी मिलके उन्होंने क्या बनाया? दिल्ली सल्तनत बनाया. द दिल्ली सल्तनत बिल्ट मेनी सिटीज इन द एरिया. अब दिल्ली सल्तनत ने बहुत सारे सिटीज बना दिए, दैट वी नाउ नो एज दिल्ली. आज का जो दिल्ली है वो बहुत सारे एरियाज मिलकर बने हुए हैं. लुक एट मैप 1 and locate Delhi e Kuhna, Siri e Jahanpana. यहाँ पे you will see on the page number 30, map 1, selected sultanate cities of Delhi, 13th 14th century. ये बात है 13th और 14th century की, जहाँ पर बहुत सारे सिटीज मिलके एक दिल्ली बना हुआ है, और दिल्ली सल्तनत उसको कहा जाता है. So let us see in map 1. Okay, so here you have Tughlaqabad, Alidabad, Hauze Sultani, then Qutub Minar, Hauz Khas, Jahanpana, Delhi Kuhna, Firuzabad, Firuzshah Kolta. So these are the various areas that got together and they had made Delhi Sultanate. Okay. Now let us go to the page number 32. I think now this dynasties and Delhi Sultanate, how it came into existence, it's clear to you now. We have the new topic on the page number 32, finding out about the Delhi Sultans. यहाँ पे हम लोग दिल्ली के जो सुल्तान थे, जो रूलर थे, मुस्लिम रूलर थे, उनके बारे में हम लोग जानेंगे. Although inscriptions, coins and architecture provide a lot of information, especially valuable are histories. Tuareg, written in Persian, the language of administration under the Delhi Sultans. अब यहाँ पे हमको अगर दिल्ली सुल्तान के बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन चाहिए तो that information we can take from inscriptions, from architecture, from coins, and here all these things are written in Persian language और वो administration का language था. Okay, now here we have figure 1. So A, B, C and D is given. So here you can see 4 persons doing different kinds of things, and we can see that from their dressing style that they are Muslim. One of the person is Muslim and they are doing one or the other activity. Let us understand what they are doing. 4 stages in the making of manuscript. Now see, here we have the 4 stages of making the manuscript. Preparing the paper. So in the first picture A, you can see they are preparing a paper. In picture B, writing the text. वो क्या कर रहे हैं? लिख रहे हैं. दूसरे स्टेप में वो लिखते हैं. C पे क्या करते हैं? Melting gold to highlight important words and passages. अब तीसरा प्रोसेस जो होता है, तीसरा स्टेज जो होता है, उसमें वो लोग क्या करते हैं? गोल्ड जो होता है उसको मेल्ट कर लेते हैं और हाईलाइट कर देते हैं इंपॉर्टेंट वर्ड्स को और पैसेजेस को. 4th पिक्चर में प्रिपेयरिंग द बाइंडिंग प्रिपेयर कर रहे हैं. ओके, सो दीज वर द 4 स्टेजेस इन मेकिंग ऑफ मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट. सो दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट. द क्वेश्चन कैन कम in the exam or it can be asked in the MCQ or any kind of objective. Okay. The authors of Tawarik were learned men. Authors जो थे तवारिक के वो बहुत learned men यानी कि बहुत knowledgeable लोग थे. Secretaries, administrators, poets and courtiers who both recounted events and advised rulers on governance, emphasizing the importance of just rule. अब ये सारे बहुत knowledgeable लोग थे उस टाइम के. वो क्या करते थे? किंग जो होता था, रूलर जो होता था, उनको एडवाइस देते थे अलग अलग एरिया के लिए, जैसे गवर्नेंस के लिए, या तो जो राजा को एज अ रूलर अपना रोल निभाना होता है वो कैसे वो अच्छे से निभा पाए, वो सारी चीजों के ऊपर वो एडवाइस देते थे. The circle of justice. Now here in the box, the new topic, the circle of justice. अब वो क्या है? Let us understand that. Fakhr-e-Mudabbir wrote in the 13th century. अब उन्होंने 13th century में कुछ लिखा है. A king cannot survive without soldiers. राजा जो है वो सोल्जर्स के बिना नहीं रह सकते हैं और सरवाइव नहीं कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि सोल्जर जो होते हैं वो उनका स्ट्रेंथ होते हैं. एंड सोल्जर्स कैन नॉट लिव विदाउट सैलरीज. अगर उनको पैसे नहीं दिए जाएंगे तो सोल्जर्स ऑल्सो कैन नॉट लिव. सैलरीज कम फ्रॉम द रेवेन्यू कलेक्टेड फ्रॉम पीजेंट्स. अब सैलरीज सोल्जर्स को कब दे पाएंगे? जब रेवेन्यू मिलेगा, रेवेन्यू कलेक्ट होगा पीजेंट से, तभी जाके सोल्जर्स का सैलरी हो पाएगा. बट पीजेंट्स कैन पे रेवेन्यू ओनली व्हेन दे आर प्रॉस्परस एंड हैप्पी. If the peasants यानी lower worker or the people who are coming from lower class or lower category, अगर वो prosperous है या तो happy है तभी वो revenue दे पाएंगे. This happens when the king promotes justice and honest governance. अब राजा अगर बहुत honest है या तो बहुत balance रख के अपना रोल निभा रहा है, अपने जो लोग हैं किंगडम के उनको खुश रख पा रहा है और जस्टिस कर पा रहा है, तभी उनके राज्य के या तो किंगडम के जो लोग हैं वो उससे हैप्पी रहेंगे. सो दिस इज अ जस्टिस साइकिल और सर्कल यू कैन से, राइट. ओके, सो here we have the page number 33, and that page number 33 we will take in part 2. I hope you understood about this justice circle or cycle.